My name is Todd Reed. I'm 30 years old, Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm a college student at Cincinnati State. I'm studying social science, human and social sciences. I'm a creative writer and poet. I'm a true believer in Jesus Christ. I live with bipolar, anxiety, PTSD, and depression. I've experienced extreme stresses, suicidal attempts. It all started for me at an early age. I remember hearing terrifying screams, being woken up to my mother getting abused by my alcoholic stepdad. Violence became the norm in my family. Football was my escape. I started playing football at age 5. At age 6, I was MVP. I remember taking all my anger and all my hurt out onto the field and let go. Just a year ago, I was going to take my own life in a jail cell. Prison is a big part of my story. I was in a hole, 23 hours of lockdown. No one would have found me for hours. And just that moment, I heard a real loud bang on the door from the guy next to me. It startled me. I stepped back and I just sat against the wall and I started to cry. And all I could think about was this voice from up above telling me this is not my purpose. To stop what you're doing and follow me. During the next 3 days, this red cardinal bird visited my window at the same time each day. And all I could hear was little Ronnie's voice, my cousin who lost his life, telling me, live for both of us. So I am. I had actually reached out to some behavioral organizations and mental health organizations such as GCB, and they gave me some medication to help me balance out my depression and anxiety and allow me to focus on becoming a student. My main escape was writing. I would just always pour out my thoughts and my emotions on the paper, and a lot of my life no one was there to listen to me. I felt like I was just my own person fighting my own self, and no one would ever care to listen. And the paper always heard my pen talk. So that was kind of like therapeutic for me. At first, I was very doubtful of myself. I had nobody, everybody kept saying the same thing, just stop using. I was like, cool, but where's the help? How do I stop to use? And it took a lot of time for me to realize that until I'm ready to do it, it won't be done. But I needed someone like me who's already overcame it to help guide me through it. So I got into treatment, Talbot House, and learned new skills of how to recognize that I'm not alone, that there is people out there that overcame this, even though it seems impossible, and just surrounding myself with people and helping somebody else. The more I focus on helping somebody else, the less I focused on me. The less I focused on me, the less I destroyed me. Things I do is I try to keep a bigger picture in mind, that I am able to do some things in life. Right now I'm in recovery housing for Talbot House. I'm in college. I'm starting to get more involved with my family again. You know, like just in my addiction, I would never have time but for addiction. And everybody's yelling at me and mad at me, but really they're just hurt that like I'm slowly killing myself. And things that help are just, I go to AA, I go to NA, I go to church. I get involved with any kind of community sobriety kind of forum that I can. But the biggest thing for me that keeps me striving is that remembering what I used to be like. The fact that I used to be homeless. The fact that I used to not have anything but what I was wearing. And another big, huge thing for me is that I wanted to make my mom proud. Just knowing that I'm now I can see the proud look on my mom's face. My family's beginning to trust me again. I don't want to go back to the old me. The old me was destructive. So I graduated from the treatment, and now it's like I see that proud look on my mom's face. I see the glow I'm giving her. My uncle too, for example, you know, my aunt, my family, they stopped. I created my own family's habits of not trusting me, on pushing me at a distance, wanting me to get help, and now I feel my family's whole again. Spirituality was something I never understood. I always thought people in church were actors. Like, I want what they have, but what they feel, is that really true? You know? And I always wanted to know what that was like. I always knew that since a young kid, my grandma who put me into church, all the people seemed so happy, full of life, no problems. And I always wanted that. We have to experience rock bottom in order to appreciate the top. But us alone can't put ourselves on the top. It takes someone far greater than ourselves. That somebody is Jesus. The best part about being in recovery is I finally feel like a winner. I feel like my life is valuable to others and myself. I know that I have a purpose, and that purpose is me and what God wants from me. The best thing about recovery is that every day that passes makes me stronger, giving me strength for somebody else. You don't have to let your mental condition determine who you are. My name is Todd, and I'm more than my mental health and all my conditions.